Hey guys, it's Coach Jason. I hope you're doing well. So right now we're in the middle of the summer. It's generally base training phase, but with what's going on, with things being so uncertain, we're not exactly sure whether there's going to be a cross-country season in the fall or not. But that said, folks are still training. They're still getting ready to race, so when races do start, they're ready to go. Now, you've seen in my channel before, on my other videos, I've got fully detailed training programs from 5K all the way up to the marathon, whether it be for cross-country, track, or the roads, and they're fully detailed by the day, by the week, by the month, with everything fully explained. Different training videos, workouts, how to set the right training paces, 1 mile time trial, what it tells you about your fitness, workouts galore from all different marathon racing distances, injury prevention, training in bad weather, all different types of stuff. So if you're a coach or an athlete, and this is your first time to the channel, welcome, by the way. But I encourage you to take a look at the videos that are in the channel and that are in the description down below. I always put a bunch of videos in the description down below that are relevant to the video I'm doing today, or somewhat relevant. So I hope that you'll check them out. And I hope that you will subscribe to the channel and hit that notification next to it, because I want to turn this into one of the best running channels out there. It's not flashy right now, and it doesn't have all these pop things, but my goal is to have the best content, some of the best content out there. Give you fully detailed training programs. And if you're a details or a numbers nerd like myself, you like breaking down training programs, this channel is for you. You can use these programs into something you could follow yourself or your athletes, or modify into your own very, very easily. They give you a template. They give you a guide of what you can do or how you can follow it or make into your own. So with that, I'm going to go over a training program today for 1 mile, 2 mile. Because at some point, whether folks run cross country or not, the track is going to happen at some point, okay? Whether it be time trials, racing, whatever it is, people are going to need to be ready. Or even if people are testing themselves all along the way until races happen, this video is going to be helpful either way. So it's going to be designed for a 15-week training program for the 1 mile, 2 mile, or 1500, 3K. But it's multi-tiered and multi-paced with regard to the training. So your athletes can move up to the 5K, can move down to the 800 if they need to. So it gives them the ability to move up and move down and race well, because you're adapting to we're addressing or incorporating all the different pace ranges here. So with that said, it's a 15-week program. Like I said, I have it broken down to 3 segments of 5 weeks each. Okay, so let's get started. Week 1. And this is just a basic template, by the way, of certain training volume, whatever you feel is most appropriate for yourself or your athletes. Some people need more volume, some people need less. And you do what you feel is appropriate there. But this will give you somewhat of a guide to follow. Monday, easy 6 miles. I always start Mondays easily, especially for folks that are in school. Tuesday, W2, that means warm up 2 miles. D/S, that means drills and strides. Okay, 2 by 200 meter efforts at threshold pace. Okay, with a jog equal recovery. I'll get back to that in 1 second. After you do that, that's to get the heart rate up and get you ready for the portion of the workout that you're going to do next, instead of having to use portion of the workout to find paces or to get comfortable. That's the point of the threshold efforts. Okay. Then a 3.5 mile tempo run, 4-minute recovery afterward, active recovery, and then 5 by 50 meter strides with a 2 mile cool down. Now, threshold. How do you set the right training paces, whether it be threshold or tempo or intervals or whatever? Take a look down below. Watch my 1 mile time trial video. I encourage all folks to do this, to do a 1 mile time trial after about 8 or 10 weeks of basic running or base training. It gives you an indicator of your current fitness. And then it also tells you what your likely ability levels are for the longer races and the shorter races. It also helps set the appropriate training paces for everything based on what you just run. And how do you get from your current mile to your goal mile? And how do you break it down accordingly? Take a look at the video below that. You'll see how to set the appropriate training paces based on what you run for a certain mile. And I have them broken down in full detail. Watch those 2 videos. Okay. Wednesday, 8 miles steady and rolling. Steady pace is different than easy pace. You'll see the pace differences in the videos as well. Thursday, 7 miles easy, 5 by 50 meter strides. Friday, 2 mile warm up, drills and strides, an 800 meter effort at tempo now to get the heart rate up. Okay. 4-minute active recovery, and 10 by 300 meters flat with a 100 meter jog from 3K down to mile pace. Okay. With a 2 mile cool down. So again, you're doing these efforts when the heart rate's already up. It's going to make the workout a more quality workout. And being able to get the heart rate up prior to the meat and potatoes of the workout is a really good thing too. It allows you to take more advantage. You'll feel better doing the portion of the workout, but like I said before, you're not having to use several reps to figure out what your paces are or to lock into paces that you know already. Okay, this will make that part easier, so you can benefit from more, take advantage of more of the workout. Saturday, long run, 8 to 10 miles, rolling if possible. Sunday's an off day. I'll make 2 points here. I have an off day set every other weekend, okay, every other Sunday, so that you can get a 7-day week and a 6-day week, okay? My other point I want to make is up here, core and strength work. I personally put core and strength twice a week at a minimum. Let's just use twice a week here. On a non-race week, I have athletes do it Monday and Thursday. On a race week, when they race on Saturday, I have them do it Monday and Wednesday. So they get an extra recovery day after the strength work before the race. So, week 2. 6 easy on Monday, 6 miles. Tuesday, 2-mile warm-up drills and strides, 2 by 200-meter efforts at threshold, again with a jog equal recovery. 5 to 6 by 1,000-meter efforts at threshold. Let's say 5, since this is the first, and this is a repeat. This is a workout that will be repeated later on. So let's say 5 by 1,000 cruise reps with a 1-minute recovery at threshold pace. It's going to be the same pace that you just ran the 200s. That's the point of it, to help you lock into the pace of the workout before you start the workout. And then 4 by 200-meter efforts on the back end with a jog equal or 200-meter jog from mile down to 800-meter pace. 2-mile cool down. 8 miles steady and rolling on Wednesday. 7 easy on Thursday. 4 by 100-meter strides with a jog equal recovery. The strides gradually get faster as you get fitter. Okay. Good component of speed development. Friday, 6 miles easy. Saturday, 2-mile warm-up drills and strides. Track meet, 1 or 2 races, whatever the track, whatever you have your athletes run or whatever you run. 2-mile cool down. And then a 4-mile easy shakeout run on Sunday, especially early in the season, to shake out some of the heaviness and rust in the legs. Okay, once you start racing, there tends to be some heaviness and soreness in the legs. Having an easy jog the day after will help you speed up the recovery process. Week 3, 6 miles easy Monday, 2-mile warm-up drills and strides, 2 by 200-meter effort, again with a jog equal recovery at threshold, then a 4-minute, you don't even have to do that. 2 by 200-meter right at threshold, and then a minute or 2 later, you go right into your 4-mile tempo run, which is the same pace generally that you're in the 3.5 mile. You're just adding a half mile to it, making it a little bit longer. 4-minute active recovery on the back end, then 5 by 100s fast, jog 100 meters, 2-mile cool down. 9 miles steady and rolling on Wednesday, 7 miles easy on Thursday, 5 by 50-meter strides. Okay, so we added a mile to the midweek run, the intermediate run. Friday, 2-mile warm-up drills and strides, 800-meter effort at threshold pace, get that heart rate up, 3-minute active recovery, and then 8 by 60-second hill runs, okay, 60-second uphill runs. Gradual uphill, focus on staying upright, but leaning into the hill, pumping your arms. Think of the same momentum. You can even make this a momentum hill. Take a look at my hill workout video down below too. Momentum hills is something that I have folks do, where you run a portion on the flat, and then you go into the uphill, which gives you the momentum to maintain that cadence. Even though it's going to be a little bit slower, you're maintaining the cadence that you would on the flat, which is the idea on uphill runs. Okay. Obviously, the steeper the hill is, the more difficult it is to do that. But for the longer hills, like 60 seconds, you'll be able to do that a little bit easier. Jog equal down recovery. I encourage you when you're jogging down to lean into the hill instead of leaning back. Leaning into the hill will keep you perpendicular, okay? Instead of leaning back, which could stress your Achilles and other areas as well, your joints, and that's the last thing you want to do. It acts as a braking mechanism. You don't want to put stress in your Achilles, especially as a runner who wants to run fast. 2-mile cool down. Long run, 8 to 10 miles on Saturday, off day Sunday. Okay, week 4. 6 miles easy on Monday. Tuesday, 2-mile warm-up drills and strides, 2 by 200 meters at threshold with a 200-meter jog after each one, and 4 to 5 by 1,200 meters with a 75-second or 1:15 recovery at threshold pace. The same pace that you ran the 1,000-meter efforts in, you're just going a little bit longer now. You're going to be staying in the threshold pace, threshold range a little bit longer, okay, which is a good thing. But it's the same, pretty much the same volume, okay. 5 by 1,200 is the same thing as 6 by 1,000. 4 by 1,200 is almost the same thing as 5 by 1,000. Okay, and then 4 by 100-meter efforts on the back end, fast with a jog equal recovery. Teach you how to turn over when your legs are already fatigued to simulate kicking at the end of a race. 2-mile cool down. Wednesday, 9 miles steady and rolling. Thursday, 7 miles easy and 3 progression 150s. Progression 150s are 50 float, 50 stride, 50 sprint. Each 50 meters gets faster to simulate changing gears. Okay, then you jog equal back, repeat. Okay, 6 miles easy on Friday. Saturday, 2 mile warm-up drills and strides, track meet again, 2 mile cool down. 4 mile easy shakeout on Sunday to shake out the race. Shake out the race on the legs. Week 5. Monday, 6 miles easy. Tuesday, 2 mile warm up drills and strides. 2 by 200 meter efforts, jog equal recovery at threshold pace. And then a 4.5 mile tempo. So we added a half mile to the tempo again, gradually getting longer. We're not getting longer and faster right now. We're staying at this pace range until races indicate that you're ready to start increasing training paces. So let races indicate or time trials indicate that it's ready to increase, but you don't want to increase intensity and volume at the same time. It's a recipe for disaster. Okay. So after the 4.5 mile tempo, 4-minute active recovery, 3 by 150 meter efforts. These are not progression 150s, these are just fast 150s from beginning to end. Jog equal back. Turn over when you're fatigued after the tempo run. 2 mile cool down. 10 miles steady and rolling, so we added a mile to that intermediate run again. 5 by 50 meter strides on Wednesday. 8 miles easy on Thursday. Okay. 2 mile warm up on Friday, drills and strides, 800 meter effort at tempo. Okay. With a 4-minute active recovery in the back end. And then 8 by 90 second uphills. Okay. With the same jog equal recovery, same emphasis going uphill. If you can't find a hill that's that long, but you have a hill that's about 60 second long, then just add a few reps to the 60 second hill. Okay. Go from 8 to 10 if you can. But ideally, if you can find a 90 second hill, that would be great. But you work with what's available to you. Same focus, jog back down easy. And then on the back end, you do 3 by 50 meter strides or sprints to get the flat running rhythm back into the legs after the hills. 2 mile cool down. Saturday, long run 10 to 12 miles. Sunday's the off day. Okay. So this first week block, we just emphasize developing a consistent pattern. Okay. Easy Monday, twice hard a week, whether it be a workout and a workout or a workout and a race. Okay. We start to build the intermediate run a little bit. We added some speed development in different areas while increasing the aerobic portion of the training. Okay, this allows you to transition into the next cycle of 5 weeks, which will be the most intense cycle. Okay, and this is when you likely start to see developing a good rhythm. You start to run some faster races and so on. Okay, so week 6. Mile, always Monday, 6 miles easy. Tuesday, 2 mile warm-up drills and strides, 2 by 200 meter efforts at threshold. Okay, then a 4 times a mile at threshold with a 90 second recovery. The same exact pace that you ran the 1,000 meter efforts in and the 1,200 meter efforts in, unless a race indicates that you're ready to increase the training paces. And then on the back end, 1 300 meter effort hard to simulate running a hard 300 meter effort at the end of a longer race. Okay, 3K mile, 5K. These are good because instead of waiting for the last 50 meters, 100 meters, or sometimes last 150 meters to start kicking, this is something you can do. You can catch a lot of people off guard. Running the last 300 hard, running the last 450 meters hard. Some odd distance. Not many people start kicking at 300 meters, but it's a good thing to practice. 2 mile cool down. Wednesday, 10 steady and rolling. Thursday, 8 easy and 5 by 100 meter strides on the back end, jog 100 meters. Friday, 6 easy. And notice the consistency of 6 easy the day before track meet right now. Keeping it at about 6 miles, eventually we'll drop that down once the races get a little bit more pressure packed and more important and significant and so on. But right now we're just keeping with the 6 miles a day before a race. Saturday, 2 mile warm-up drills and strides, track meet again. 1 or 2 races or whatever it is, 2 mile cool down, 4 mile easy to shake out on Sunday. Week 7, 6 easy Monday. Tuesday, 2 mile warm-up drills and strides, 2 by 200 meter efforts at threshold. Okay, then a 4 mile progression run where each mile gets faster. Okay, you can start at the steady pace and work towards tempo. You could do a steady mile, 2 tempo miles, and then a mile faster than the tempo pace, something like that. That's a good way to do it. Or a mile at threshold pace, which is about 10 seconds faster per mile than tempo pace. That's a way you can break it down. But whatever you feel is most appropriate. whatever you and your athletes can handle as well. 4 minutes active recovery in the back end, 4 by 150 meter efforts with a jog equal recovery, turning over when you're fatigued, 2 mile cool down. 10 steady and rolling on Wednesday, 8 easy 4 by 200 meter efforts at about 800 meter pace with a jog equal recovery on Thursday. Friday, 2 mile warm-up drills and strides, 2 by 200 meter efforts at tempo, get the heart rate up, and then you transition to 12 by 400 meter efforts. 12 by 400 meter runs with a 1 minute recovery, and you progress from 3K down to mile pace. Good rhythm running, okay? 2 mile cool down. Long run 10 to 12 miles on Saturday, off day Sunday. Okay? Week 8, 6 easy on Monday, Tuesday 2 mile warm-up drills and strides, 2 by 200 meter efforts at tempo, same jog recovery. Now, we're going to do the first kind of testing workout. 2 kilometers, 5 minute active recovery at about 5K pace or slightly slower than 5K pace. Okay, since it's a longer rep, slightly slower. Then a mile. The goal is to run that at 5K pace or goal 5K pace or as close to it as you can. 4 minute recovery. 1200 meter effort. The goal is to run it at 3K pace if you can with a 3 minute recovery. 800 meter effort with a 2 minute recovery between 3K and mile pace. And then a 400 meter effort at between mile and 800 meter pace. So it's a hard workout. Each segment gets shorter, but they get faster. But it's a good way of testing the fitness and race readiness and sharpness as well. Especially when the races get a little bit faster and more difficult, that's a good workout to help simulate that. 2 mile cool down. 10 steady and rolling on Wednesday, 8 easy on Thursday, and in the same type of cut down fashion, a 200, 150, 100, and 50 meter sprint. Okay, jog equal recovery after each one. Okay, 5 easy on Friday. We cut that back now by a mile. Saturday 2 mile warm up drills and strides. Track meet, 2 mile cool down. 4 mile easy shakeout on Saturday. Week 9, 6 easy Monday. Tuesday 2 mile warm up drills and strides. 2 by 200 meter with a jog equal recovery at threshold. Okay, and then you go to 5 by 1,000 meter efforts now, but with a 2 minute and 30 second recovery at 5K pace. Now, depending on how fit you are, you can progress this workout from current to goal, or you can do as many as possible at goal pace since you're kind of approaching, championship season, depending on how fit you are. Okay, but this is a good calcium workout, particularly for 2 milers and 5K runners. It's also a really good strength workout, fulcrum running for milers as well. 4 by 200 meter efforts on the back end with a jog equal recovery a mile down to 800 meter pace. 2 mile cool down. 10 steady and rolling on Wednesday. 8 easy on Thursday. So we always have those 2 recovery days between workouts. Always. Okay. Friday, 2 mile warm up drills and strides, a 2 mile tempo. Okay. And then 5 minute active recovery. And then 10 by 300 meter efforts with a 100 meter jog at 3K down to mile pace. Remember, we did that workout in week 1, so this is a workout you repeat now, but with a longer tempo effort before it, and we're going to see how much faster you can run those 300s. So the idea is to average it a little bit faster than you did last time. Okay, 2 mile cool down. Long run 10 to 12 miles on Saturday, off day Sunday. Week 10, 6 easy Monday. Tuesday, 2 mile warm up, drills and strides. Okay, 2 by 200 meter efforts at threshold, jog at 200. And then a 4 mile progression run. So the goal is to run it a little faster than we did in week 7, okay? With a 4 minute active recovery. And then the same cut down effort here, 200, 150, 150. Jog equal recovery, fast, fast, fast turnover. Okay, 2 mile cool down. 10 steady and rolling on Wednesday. 8 easy on Thursday, 5 by 50 meter strides. 5 easy on Friday again. 2 mile warm up on Saturday. Drills and strides, track meet, racing, 2 mile cool down, 4 miles easy on Sunday to shake it out. So another 5-week block, the consistency's there. We cut back the pre-race run a little bit, but we started to incorporate a little bit more intense workouts to get you ready for championship season, okay? The races I generally plug in every other week. Some folks like to race more, some folks like to race less. But since it's a mile or 2 mile, with the ability to run an 800 or not many opportunities to run a 5K, you do generally have the ability to race every other week. And again, it doesn't have to be multiple races. It could just be a 4x8. It could be something that you can use as a building block towards something later on. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now, last 5 weeks. Now we're approaching championship season. Okay, and the reason also I have this periodization block set up the way I do is so that you or your athletes are running their best when it counts the most. Okay, there is no magic workout. There is no magic peak. The adaptation goes down the way that it goes up. Your body needs and your athletes need time to adapt to training different training stimuli. Okay, that's why I have it broken down to give them time to adapt. Okay, because again, the last thing you want to do is be at your best 3 weeks early or 4 weeks early. Okay, so it's designed to run their best when it counts the most. Okay, week 11, 6 easy Monday. That's always a constant, like I said. Tuesday, 2-mile warm-up drills and strides, 2 by 200 meter efforts at tempo with a jog equal recovery. Now 2 sets of 1200, 800, 400. This is a killer workout. Okay, 1200 meter efforts at 5K pace. Okay, or a little bit faster with a 3-minute recovery. 800 meter efforts at 3K between 3K and mile pace with a 2-minute recovery, and then a 400 meter effort between mile and 800 meter pace. After the 400 meter effort, you take a 6-minute active recovery. You repeat the set again. Okay. For the more experienced, more fitter athletes, this is at 3K pace. That's at mile pace. That's at 800 meter pace. That's a tough workout. 2-mile cool down. Wednesday, 10 steady and rolling, 5 by 50 meter strides. Thursday, 8 miles easy. Friday, 2-mile warm-up drills and strides, 2 by 200 meter efforts at threshold, jog at 200. 4-mile progression run again. Okay, the goal is to run faster than you did the second time, which should have been faster than the first time. Okay, it's an indication of improved fitness. Okay, 4-minute active recovery, and then in the back end, a 300, a 200, and a 100. Fast each one. You jog this equal recovery after the rep. 2-mile cool down. Long run 10 to 12 miles on Saturday, off day Sunday. Week 12, 6 easy Monday. Tuesday, 2-mile warm-up drills and strides, 2 by 200 meter efforts at tempo. I always have this stuff here. I like to get the heart rate up, like I said, to take advantage of the full workout. Okay. Now I'm going to do an abbreviated component of what we did a couple weeks prior. So instead, we're going to exclude the 2K, but now we're going to do mile 12, 8, 4. Okay. The mile is going to be at 5K pace. Okay. 4-minute recovery. 1,200 meters is going to be at 3K pace or 2-mile pace. 3-minute recovery. The 800 meter pace is going to be as close to mile. 800 meter effort is going to be as close to mile pace as you can, with a 2-minute active recovery, and then the 400 all out, whatever you can run, close to 800 meter pace as you can. Okay. This is now it's time. Now it's sharpening time. Now it's time to really test yourselves. Okay. 2-mile cool down. 10 steady and rolling on Wednesday. 8 easy, 5 by 100 meter strides with a jog equal on Thursday, or jog 100 meter effort after each one. 5 easy Friday. 2-mile warm-up drills and strides on Saturday. Track meet, now we're approaching championship season. 2-mile cool down. 4 easy shakeout on Sunday. Week 13. 6 easy Monday. 2-mile warm-up on Tuesday, drills and strides. 2 by 200 meter efforts at threshold. 6 by 1,000 at threshold. You should be able to run these faster than we did the 5 to 6 by 1,000 meter threshold reps before. Now, this is several weeks better. Several weeks beyond that, you should be fitter, or your athletes should be fitter and faster. Generally, after every 5-week block, or when the race indicates, you should be able to increase training paces by an incremental amount. Nothing crazy, but if the idea is to progress from current to goal, and you give yourself 5-week blocks or 4-week blocks to do it, you break down the amount of time it takes, and then you break down, this is the training paces range that I need to go here. If certain races indicate that we're ready to move on, then you move on. The idea is to progress everything from training paces and races. Okay, so 6 by 1,000 meter threshold with a 1-minute recovery. The fifth rep or the 6th rep is going to be at goal 5K pace. Okay. If you're not racing a 5K, then try to run it as close to goal 2-mile pace as you can. And then on the back end, 4 by 200 meter efforts with a 200 meter jog at 800 meter pace. Okay, 2-mile cool down. Wednesday, 9 steady. We cut that back now since we're going out to the last 3 weeks. 9 steady and 3 progression 150s. Remember, 50 float, 50 stride, 50 sprint. Jog 150 back. 7 easy. We cut that back too. On Thursday, Friday, 2-mile warm-up drills and strides. 2-mile tempo again. Get that heart rate up, okay? Then a 4-minute active recovery, then 4 by 400 meter efforts with a 2-minute recovery at your goal mile pace. So if your goal is 4:20, 65. If your goal is 6 minutes, 1:30, and so on. Okay, 2-mile cool down. 8 miles easy on Saturday. We cut that back to a little bit. Off day Sunday. Okay, now we're down to it. Last 2 weeks. Week 14, 6 miles easy Monday. Tuesday, 2-mile warm-up drills and strides. 2 by 200 meter at tempo. Jog equal. Now, for the people that are running the mile, or who are going to run the mile or 1500 championship, the goal is a 1,000 meter time trial. Okay, and then an 8-minute recovery. For the people that are going to run in the 2-mile or even the 5K, or generally the 2-mile 3K, the goal is a 2-kilometer time trial. Also with an 8-minute active recovery. And then on the back end, everybody runs 4 by 300 meter efforts with a 100 meter jog from mile down to 800 meter pace after that. Okay, 2-mile cool down. This is where you want to test yourself. It's about 10 days out from your goal race. And that's a good time to test your fitness and see how ready you are or as close to your goal. Okay, 8 steady and rolling on Wednesday. We cut that back another mile too. 6 easy on Thursday. Cut that back another mile too. Not drastic cutbacks, just very minimal cutbacks, okay? 5 by 50 meters. If you're doing drastic cutbacks every week, your athletes are going to struggle to adapt if you keep doing that. So we're trying to maintain as consistent pattern as possible, okay? Last thing you want to do is feel off rhythm when it counts. Friday, 2-mile warm-up drills and strides, 2-mile tempo, 4-minute active recovery, and then 8 by 200 meter efforts with a 30-second recovery at mile pace, goal mile pace. Okay, so if it's 4:20, you're looking at 32s approximately. If it's 5 minutes, you're looking at 37s. Okay, 2-mile cool down. 8 miles easy Saturday, 4 miles on Sunday. Last week, 15. 6 easy Monday, 2-mile warm-up drills and strides on Tuesday, 2 by 200 meter efforts at tempo with a jog 200 meter effort, jog 200 meter recovery. And now we're going to do it for the people running the 2-mile or the 3K or whatever longer race, a 1,200 meter with a 3-minute recovery, a 1,000 meter with a 2-minute recovery, and an 800 meter at all at 2-mile pace or slightly faster, okay, or 3K pace. For the people running the mile or the 1,500 or the 1,600, 600 meter with a 3-minute recovery, 500 meter with a 2-minute recovery, and a 400 meter all at goal pace. Okay, lock into the pace on race week. 2-mile cool down. 6 easy on Wednesday with a 4 by 100 meter strides with a jog equal recovery. Now, if you're racing Saturday, okay, I have an off day here on Thursday, okay? It's important to not take the day off before a race. I actually have a video I'm going to put in the description down below too. Make sure you watch it. It's why is it important to run the day before the race instead of taking the days off. There's some physiological components and physiological justifications and the science behind it. I encourage you to take a look at it, okay? If you're racing Friday, the off day is Wednesday. If you're racing Sunday, the off day is Friday. Depends on when the race is that week. But let's say it's Saturday. Okay, so the off day is Thursday. 4 easy on Friday or 3 easy, just whatever you want to do. 5 by 50 meter strides just to get the legs moving a little bit. And Saturday, go time. 2-mile warm-up drills and strides, gold track meet, 2-mile cool down, championships, okay? And then even the day after the championships, I encourage you to do an easy 3 to 4 mile shakeout just to shake out the legs before taking some downtime. So this is my 15-week block. You see here it's most intense. There's no gradual changes here as well. You lock into the pace where it counts the most. You test yourself here to see how ready you are to lock in those paces. And the other workouts kind of progress along the way. There's no drastic increase in volume, no drastic decrease in volume or intensity. It's all gradual, and nothing is unattainable, undoable, okay? So please hit the thumbs up, by the way, if you enjoyed this or not. It really helps YouTube share it through its algorithm, so it would be greatly, greatly appreciated and very helpful. I know the video is a little bit longer, but I wanted to go everything in full detail. I want to make sure you don't miss any details. If you have questions or have comments, put them in the comments down below. I appreciate everybody's feedback. I learn from you folks as much as you learn from me. And I'm speaking from 20-plus years experience as a former competitor and a coach. I'm also USATF certified. And I've coached at every level, high school, college, and post-collegiate. And so I hope this was helpful. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, again, please hit the thumbs up. Please hit the subscribe button either way. And please share this with folks in the running community, other athletes and coaches who you think might benefit, might learn something, might like it. So with that, be safe. Okay, look out for each other, and I will talk to you soon.